Hello students. The last class we have seen the arithmetic operation on 1D array. I will continue with the same topic of the same chapter NumPy array, and that why topic is same because the last class I ended the topic as arithmetic operation on 1D array. Today I will start with arithmetic operation on 2D array. Therefore I have created two 2D array because arithmetic operation is the binary operations, so we need two operand for that. So two operand in the terms of array we have taken two 2D array. One 2D array is the name A, which contains 1 2 3 3 4 5 as the element, 2 rows and 3 columns, and the same the second 2D array B contains 4 5 6 2 3 4 as an element, that is the 4 5 6 is in the first row and 2 3 4 is in the second row. Again it is 2 into 3 matrix. 2 into 3 matrix means 2 rows and 3 columns. Both A and B matrix is 2 into 3 matrix. That means it is very easy to add these two array. So when you will add the two array, either you will use the operator A plus B or you will use the function np.add A comma B. Okay, so sum of two array is A plus B. So what will be the result? Actually when you will do the arithmetic operations on 2D array, you have to take care that the index value, that is the zeroth index of the first array will be added with the 0 means B00, that is the first value of the second array. So in that case the 1 will be added with 4. In the same way the index of 2 is A01 and the index of 5 is B01. So 0101, that value will be added together, and the A0 what? It is 0, it is 1, it is 2. So A02, 3 index is A02, and the same way B02. So the value will be added together. So in the same way the arrays A345 and the B arrays 234 will be added together. The respective index value will be added together. So when you will perform the addition on the 2D array, the example, for example, if it is the array element is like that, then 1 plus 4 would be 5, 5 plus 2 will be 7, 6 plus 3 will be 9. And in the second row the value will be coming as 3 plus 2, 4 plus 3 7, and 5 plus 4 9. So the first row in the resultant AB will store A plus B, the resultant array will store 5 7 9 in the first row and 5 7 9 in the second row. Got it? So either you use the binary operator plus for addition or you add np.add function, NumPy function for addition of the two 2D array. The same way the difference A minus B, the respective index value will be subtracted together. So 1 minus 4, 2 minus 5, 3 minus 6. When you will perform A minus B, I am talking about A minus B. In the same way 3 minus 2, 4 minus 3, 5 minus 4. So the resultant array you will be getting as again the same shape, that is 2 into 3. So let us run the program and see how the output is coming in our expectation or not. Fresh, I am running the program so that it will be clear to you. Yes, sum of the array is, why this message has come, why this string has come, because I have written before in the print statement sum of two array is A plus B. I told you 579 will be in the first row and 579 will be in the second row in the resultant array. Actually this 2D array is the A plus B array, or you can say the resultant array of A plus B, this value. So 1 plus 4, here it is 5, 2 plus 5 it is 7 and 6 plus 3 it is 9. Second row, why same? Because the value is the same, that is why. If you will change the value over here, for example, suppose I am changing here as 7, then you will see the output in a different way. Look, this is second one is the output 5 7 and now it is 9 7 9. So 7 plus 2 is what? 9. So 9 7 9 is coming as an output. So as we did in 1D array, in the same way we will do in the 2D array too. Here just look at the result of A minus B. The difference of two array is, minus 3 minus 3 minus 3 is coming in the first row. Why? Because 1 minus 4 is minus 3. This minus 3. This one minus 3. 2 minus 5 minus 3, 3 minus 6 minus 3, 7 minus 2, how much? 5, 4 minus 3, 1, 5 minus 4, 1. Okay, so this is the way to do the arithmetic operations on 2D array. So I have done only for addition and subtraction, and you are supposed to do with all the arithmetic operation. So here two comment line I have given, np.add_ab and here np.subtract_ab. So if I will make it as an executable line, then you will be getting two output of addition. One is the same value you will be getting, the same result you will be getting for a plus b, as well as np.add_a, comma b. Just look at here. See, 579 579. 3 output is coming because 3 print. 2 print is for the same purpose, sum of the two. One is using the operator and another one is using the function np.add. So this output 57997 is 9 is for due to this only, and the next third output is for subtraction of the 2a minus b array. Okay, so rest, multiply, division, modulus you can do with the same value. Okay, so whatever is written in the form of the program, you need to write in the copy, as well as you need to execute it in the system. This is the arithmetic operations on 2D array. Next we will see the aggregate functions. Aggregate functions, there are many aggregate functions available in NumPy. Okay, aggregate functions means the sum function, the min function, the max function, and sum, min, max, mean is the name of the aggregate function which is available in NumPy. So this program is meant for the aggregate function performed in both the array. It is 1D array as well as on the 2D array. So we will see one by one how this aggregate function will be performed on 1D array. So one 1D array I have created with the name AR. AR equal to np.array 1 2 3 4 5. How many elements? 1 2 3 4 5 elements are there. Okay, so first of all we have taken the output for AR. Afterwards AR.sum. AR.sum, that is we are calling the sum function with the help of the array name AR, and this will be the result of sum of the array elements. The sum of this very elements 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is the sum of this array element? So we will be using the sum function. If we want to add all the array elements of 1D array, then we will use the sum function. Second print is for AR.min, means we want to see the minimum value or the lowest value in the array. 1 2 3 4 5 the array elements, and which one is the minimum one, which one is the lowest one. So this one is the lowest element of the array. So this particular statement AR.min will return 1. AR.max, max is for maximum. To find the maximum value in the array element, you will be using the max function. And here mean function, MEAN, mean is meant for to find out the average of the array element. Average, how you will be calculating? You will add all the array elements and you will divide it by the number of terms. So when you will add, it will be 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. How much? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 15 divided by 5 is how much? 3. So you will be getting the array AR dot mean as 3 and AR dot sum as how much? 15. So here 15, 1, 5 and 3. You will be getting the result of this 1D array. The same way now aggregate function on 2D array. So comment line is very important. If you are not getting the or you are not following the line properly, just look at the comment line. So now aggregate function on 2D array. So this is the same function sum, min, max, min we are using with the 2D array. So 2D array I have created with the name ARR. ARR is the name of the 2D array where 2, 5, 7, 8, 5, 3. These elements are stored. How many rows? 1 rows, 2 rows and 3 rows. And how many columns? 2 column, 1 and 2. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. So 3 rows and 2 column. That is, this particular array is 3 into 2 matrix in the form of 3 into 2 matrix. So first of all I have taken the output for ARR and then we will be finding out the sum, min, max and min of the respective this particular 2D array. ARR dot sum will produce the sum of each element 5 plus 3 plus 8 plus 7 plus 5 plus 2. ARR min, the minimum value in the array which is 2, maximum value in the array which is 8 and mean value means all the elements, sum of all the elements divided by the number of terms. So let us run the function program and see what output is coming for this. Yes, see the output. First print this one 1 2 3 4 5 because AR 1 2 3 4 5 has come as an output. Print ARR we have taken the print for the first array, that is why it is coming like that. The second print is for find out the sum. AR dot sum is coming as 15. How? 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 15. Minimum element or the lowest value is 1. Maximum in this array is 5 and average is 3 because 15 divided by 5 is 3. And here it is 2, 5, 7, 8, 5, 3. This particular result is coming due to this ARR. We are taking the output for this. That is why this has come, and sum of array element is 30. 5 plus 3 plus 8 plus 7 plus 2 plus 5 is 30. Minimum value, that is the lowest one, is 2 and maximum, that is the largest value, is 8 and mean or average value is 5 because 30 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 30 divided by 6 is 5. So in what way you will be using the print statement? In that very way it will display the output. If you don't want to use sum of the array element, this one, then you need to delete it from here. No need to take the string as an output. So it is according to your choice. So this is the aggregate function sum, min, max, mean on 1D array as well as on 2D array. Next we will see the H split function. H split, you have already done H stack, V stack. Here another term, H split. So first of all you should know what does it mean. H split means the horizontal split. Comment line is given as splitting an array. Splitting an array means when we divide the array in equal size. 4 rows are there in the array and we divide it equally, that particular array, then we will be using the function H split or V split or simple the split function. So first of all, what splitting means, it is written over here in the comment one, multi-line comment. Elements extracted from ND array or simply the array. When we extract the element from the ND array, then it will extract the subset of array. That is, elements extracted from ND array form the subset of array. Subset of array can be contiguous, that is one after another. as well as non-contiguous from here and there. Means when we want to extract the element in contiguous way or in uncontiguous manner, we will be using the split function. Already we have done the splitting function, but you are not now aware of this. The one way is through the subset of array is obtained was array slicing. One way is through subset of array is obtaining was array slicing. One of the way through which the subset of array was obtained was the array slicing that we did in the last class. And another way is through the splitting. Splitting to get the contiguous subset. Splitting means to divide the array elements, to divide the rows or to divide the columns of the original array. So, three functions are provided for the sake of splitting. That is, there are three functions provided by NumPy are hsplit, vsplit and split function. Hsplit, horizontal splitting of the array, vsplit, vertical splitting of the array, and split simply horizontally as well as vertically. So we will see one by one each of the function, starting with hsplit, vsplit and split. So first of all, just see the comment line. Hsplit function is used to split the array horizontally. To splitting the array horizontally, the row wise, we will be using the hsplit function. And what is the syntax? The syntax is numpy.hsplit. Comment line you will be writing for the definition one, and here the syntax as well as this comment line is the definition one. Each and everything separately you note it down in the copy, and afterwards the main program starting from import till the last statement. This all comment line you will be writing for the definition of each individual topic. Syntax is numpy.hsplit, and inside the bracket we will provide the name of the array, and then after comma and afterward the n. N is what? Just look at this line. Array is the name of the array, that is the array name, and n is the number of subsets the array divided into. Means in what, how many sections you want to divide the array is given through the argument n. N means whether you want to divide the original array in 2 parts or 3 parts or what parts. This we need to specify it after the comma, that is the inside the bracket of the hsplit. You will first of all write the name of the original array from which you want to for which you want to divide or to perform the division, and after the comma you will write the number of subsets or number of sections the array divided into. It will be clear to you when you will do the program on that. So the main program starts from import numpy as np, and the array ARY is the name of the array, and here the statement is written np.arrange 0,24.reshape46. What does it mean? I have created the 1D array name as ARY, which contains the elements 0 to 23, not 24, because the last array in the arrange function, the last value will be provided will be less than 1. So 24 minus 1 is 23. So that in the original array you will be getting the elements of 1D as 0 to 23. 0 will be the first one and 23 will be the last element. And that element will be reshaped into 4 rows and 6 columns. 4, 6 reshape. 4, 6 means this particular element will be divided into 4 rows and 6 columns, and print the original array is ARY. So in what way the ARY will display? I have taken the output for this ARY. So 0 to 23 element will be divided, or the 0 to 23 element will be converted into 2D array with 4 rows and 6 columns. How many rows? 4 rows and 6 columns. So 6 into 4 is how much? 24 elements total. So 0 to 23 is also 24 elements. 0 to 23 is also the 24 elements. So we had created the 2D array. Actually, the whole statement will be to create the 2D array of 4 rows and 6 column. But in 4 rows and 6 column, which element will be there? The element will be 0 to 23. So ARY will contain 0 to 23 value. And we want to perform in the second print as splitting horizontally in two sections, that is np.hsplit ARY comma 2. Just this particular statement you just look at here, np.hsplit ARY comma 2. It means, and here this syntax numpy dot hsplit bracket, inside the bracket array name comma n. So here the same syntax is written, np.hsplit ARY comma 2. So 2 is what? Array is the array name, ARY is the array name, and 2 is the number of sections in which the array is to be divided. Okay, so in two parts this original array will be divided. In what way? Vertical way or in horizontal way? It is on the horizontal way. Okay, so here when you will execute it, and the third print statement is written, we are dividing horizontally in 3 sections. Let me first make it as a comment one so that it will be clear to you that how this array are divided into 2 or 3 elements. So first of all we will be executing with the split array comma 2. The array is the original one and 2 is the number of the section, and horizontally it will be divided. So first of all you have to pay attention for this particular print, what ARY will produce, and second how it will be splitting. So for that we will be executing the program, and you see the output. Fresh, I want to execute it so that no confusion will be there for you. Yes, let me np.arrange 0 comma 24. I told that 0 to 23 elements will be there in the form of 4 rows and 6 columns. That is 0 to 23 will be converted. The 1D array is now converted into 2D array with the help of reshape. So just see here, 0 to 23. 0 is the lowest one and 23 is the highest one according to this arrange function. And through reshape function the array is converting into 2D. So 4 rows, just count the rows, 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows and the 4 rows. Clear? So 4 rows is there and 6 column. Column how? 0, 6, 12, 8, 1, 7, 13, 9, 2, 8, 14, 20, 3, 9, 15, 21, 4, 10, 16, 22, 5, 11, 17, 23. You count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the 6th column of the original array and contains the element 0 to 23. 0 to 23. So it will be arranged in this particular order. And this original array we want to split it in using the hsplit function. It will be splitting it in horizontally. So just look at there, we split it this particular array in how many parts? 2 parts, and the 2 part is, just look at here, ARY comma 2. So you have to see splitting horizontally in 2 sections. Splitting horizontally in 2 sections. np.hsplit ARY comma 2. So the ARY is this one and this particular array is dividing into two sections horizontally. So this is the output starting from here till here. But you are not getting initially why this is, how this splitting is performed. Just it is very simple. Two horizontal section means 0, 1 equal parts, in equal two parts will be divided through this particular H split function. Horizontally splitting means horizontally the row wise the splitting will be done in two sections. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Total rows are 4 and total column is 6. So when you will perform horizontally, just look at their total elements 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when you will split or divide the array into equal parts, then it will be 0, 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, 20. This is the first part. Look at here, the output for this 0, 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, 20. This one starting from here till here is the first part. And the second part, again the second equal part is 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 15, 16, 17 and 21, 22, 23. In the same way, array, twice array is written because two section or two subsets has created for this H split. H split function divides the array two equal parts. Why 2? Because I have given the argument array comma 2. This one array comma 2. So two equal parts, the original array divided horizontally. This is the one part starting this array where written is starting from here till here is the first part. Starting from here till here is the first part, and the second part is starting from here till the last element will be the second part. So this is the way how to perform the H split function. So H split functions divides the array or split the array horizontally. Okay. The next is splitting the array vertically, that is the V split function. So V split function divides the array subsets on vertical axis. Vertical axis means the row wise, the leftmost, all the rows 0, 1, 2 is known as the vertical axis, and the horizontal one is the horizontal, all the columns will be termed as the horizontal one and all the rows will be termed as the vertical axis. So import numpy as np, the program starts from here, and the same shape and size I have created the 2D array using arrange 1D array created, using reshape the 1D array converted into 2D array with the 4 rows and 6 columns. The same previous array I have taken as an example, and the original array is ARY. The same way you will be getting the array, and here the second print is for splitting vertically np dot v split ARY comma 2. It means that we are dividing the array ARY in two equal parts, and that too vertically. Vertically the array will be divided, the main array will divide into two equal parts. Okay, so first you just run it and see how the output is coming, fresh output. Yes, the original array is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the first row, second row, third row and so on. Okay, so it is the 4 rows and 6 columns. The same way now splitting vertically, and actually the output for this particular line is starting from here till here. Wherever array written ARRAY in the output, that is the first part. Starting from here till here is the first part. Just look at there which element extracted. to form the subset. That is the first two rows 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is in the first part because it splits the array, this array vertically. So this is the vertical position of the array. And next element 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 is in the second partition of the original array. So this is the splitting function, vertically splitting. We split two equal part. If I want to split the array in three equal part, I made it as a comment one. Now just look at here, I will make it as a three equal part. Just three output you will be getting. One is the original one, second is the previous one that we have seen, two equal part, and the three equal part. You have to see how the output is coming, especially for the last output, this one. So just I will execute it. Yes. Why the error is coming? And just look at the error. Value error is coming. You can see here, array split does not result in equal division. Equal division cannot be performed in this particular array, because when you will see, again I am making it as a comment one to execute it. Just look at here, this is the first row, second row, third row and fourth row. So this particular array, 2D array, will divide in two equal parts only. One, first and second row will be in the first part, and third and fourth row is in the second part. So vertically two equal size only it can be divided. You cannot divide into three equal parts because there are no sufficient rows over here. That is why this particular statement print np v split ary comma 3 is producing the error. Okay, so in this way you will be use the v split. H split we have seen, v split is vertically splitting, and now the last one is the split function. It is something different, okay, but the purpose is same, to split or to extract the subset of array. So what is split function? Split function split the array both horizontally and vertically, and access argument provided in split function to split horizontally or vertically. It means that the array will be divided vertically or horizontally through split function using the argument axis AXIS. That is, you have not used in H split function and V split function in this particular argument, but when we will use the split function, we will be using the axis argument to identify that we want to split the array vertically or we want to split the array horizontally. So in the coming lines it will be clear to you. Axis equal to 0 for horizontal axis and axis equal to 1 for vertical axis. It means that when we will provide the argument axis value as 0, it will be split into horizontal axis, and when we will write axis is equal to 1, then it will be split, the array will be splitting it into the vertical axis. Or the third main thing is that if axis is skipped, that is axis argument is optional. When you will not use the axis argument, then what happen? Then it will take the 0 value as a default value and split it in horizontally. Clear it? So two things you have to keep it in mind, that split function takes the argument axis. If axis argument will be missing, this is the first case, if axis argument will be missing, then the array element will be split into horizontally, and if axis argument will be 1, then it will be split it into vertically. Okay, so there are three ways: V split, vertical split, or the same vertical split. If you want to perform it through split, then x is equal to 1 you need to specify. Or if we want to perform split function horizontally, then you will use the x is equal to 0 as the value for the argument. So you will see here 1D array, the split function I have created in the same program both for 1D as well as 2D. It is not separately written. In the same program 1D as well as 2D array splitting is there with the use of split function. Just check it. np.arrange20. What does it mean? AR contains the value as 20, or it will start with 0 to 90. What? Yes, it will start with 0 to 90. That is, AR contains the element 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 till 1990, because 20 is the last limit, so we will be taking the value less than the last limit, that is 19. So AR will get display here. So 0 to 19 will display, and here the main thing that you need to concentrate, np.split. As we use np.vsplit, np.hsplit, here we will be using np.split. AR is the name of the array, and 26 here, it is not only the n, it is inside the square bracket 2 comma 6. How it is different from v split and h split? It is the point here. 2 comma 6 means it divides the array in 3 slices. Just look at the here. It divides the slices array into 3 slices. First of all, it will start with 0 to 2, then it is 2 to 6, and then it is 6 onwards. So just look at here, 0 to 2 because of this first one, and then 2 to 6 the second slice, and third one is 6 colon, means after 6 if it will be there, then it will be arranged or divide the array in that way. Okay, so this is regarding the 1D array. First of all, I will be executing the program of this particular 1D array only. You have to see only the upper one, the output. Just look at here. Fresh, I want to execute it. Look at here. Original array is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till 19. Because np.arrange20 AR I am giving as an output, so AR contains 0 to 19. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 19, this output is coming because of this AR, and AR is what? np.arrange20. And second line is given as np.split AR comma 2 comma 6, divides there in 3 slices, 0 to 2. So in this way you just see 0 to 2. 2 will not be taken as the array slicing as I have told earlier. So it will be 0 to 1, and here it will be 2 to 5, and here 5 onwards. So just look at here in the original array 0 to 2, that is 0 to 1. So here it is 0 to 1 is coming as an splitting one, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, not 6 because 6 will not be included because 2 to 6 it is there. So 2 to 5, so 2 to 5, and then 2 to, and then 6 onwards. So 6 onwards, 6 till end. So 6 till end means 6 to 19. So here 3 splitting is there. One is 0 to 2, that is 0 comma 1, and then second splitting is 2, 3, 4, 5, that is 2 to 6, that is actually 2 to 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the rest is 6 to till the last one. So 6, 7, 8, 9 till the last 19 element is there. Okay, so this is the way to do the splitting in 1D array through the split function. Now we will see in 2D array how it will be performed. So 2D array I have created with the same array np.arrange 0 comma 24. So 0 to 23, 4 rows, 6 columns, no problem is there. Okay, so just see the splitting how it will be performed in 2D array. Look at here, ARY 1 comma 4. 1 comma 4, in the same way as you divides the array in 3 slices, here also the divides the array in 3 slices. 3 slices is what? 0 to 1. Look at here, 0 to 1. Then 1 to 4. Yes, it is 1 to 4, and then 4 till end. So 4 till end. Okay. And here without the axis argument. So when you will not write the axis argument, then what will happen? It will by default take the axis value as 0 as it is written, and it will be splitting in horizontal axis. So just look at the output, and the last two output I make it as a comment line so that you don't get confused why these all outputs are coming. Okay, so just I'm executing it. You have to pay attention for the second array, because the first array I explained. The second array is starting from here. Second array is, the original array is this one, 0 to 23, and this 0 to 23 elements is now splitting horizontally, as you can see here. 1 array 1 comma 4. So 0, oh sorry, yeah, 0 to 1, this is the main. So it is splitting into horizontally. Why? Because why? Because axis argument is skipped here. So axis value would be 0, and it will divide in horizontally. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0 to 0, 0 to 1 is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the first splitting here. Second one is 1 to 4, that is 1, 2, 3. So it is 6, 7, 8. This is the 0th row. This is the first row. This is the second, and this one is the third one. So 0, comma 1 is over now. This is the first splitting. Then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Second row, third row, and fourth row will be in the next splitting. That is the second splitting. 3 slices. One slice is this. Second slice is 1 to 4, and third slice is empty here. Just look at here, empty. Why? Because no more rows are there here. After 18, 19, 20, the last row, no more rows are there. So the last row coming as an empty one. Empty slice is coming because of the array which in what way we have divided. So split 1 comma 4 will divide the array in 3 slices. First slice will be 0 to 1, the topmost row. Second slice will be 1 to 4, that in this slice which all row will come? First row I mean to say is the second one. 1 is what? 1 is the second row. So second 1 colon 4 means 1, 2 and 3. These all index, and 4 colon means 4 onwards. That is the last row. And last row we have taken because the in this particular array, in this 0 to 23 4 comma 6 array reshaping we have, when we have done, then it will be 4 rows and 6 columns. So no more rows is there. That is where the third slicing doesn't contain any value. Empty array is coming. Now you just see, when we have here in the next example, in the next line, I have given the axis value as 1. Here we have not provided the axis value, and the last one we have provided the axis value as 1. Axis value, when it will be 1, then it will divide the array into 3 slices, obviously because of the 1 comma 4, but at the same time the array slicing will be on vertical axis. Okay, so 0 colon 1 will be the first slice, then 1 colon 4, and then 4 colon. The same way, but that it divides the array, the upper one, this divides the array horizontally, and this divides the array vertically because axis is equal to 1. Okay, so just look at here how the output is coming. The last output you have to see. This one, array 0, 6 to 18, the first splitting. The first splitting is coming vertically, as you can see here. This splitting is 0 colon 1, and this is the main original array. The original array contains 0 to 23 elements. So this particular array is splitting into, first splitting will be 0 to 1, that is 0, 6, 12, 18. This is the first column value, first vertical value. The next will be 1 to 4. So 1, 2, 3. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will be 1, 2, 3. So here the second, you can see the second part, how the array is coming. Splitting is done. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. First splitting is 0, 6, 12, 18. Second splitting will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 1, 2, 3. And the next splitting will be what? 4, 5, 10, 11, 16, 17, 22, 23. Therefore, 3 slices converted, or you can say splitted into vertically in this way. Okay. The third is, I have made it as a comment one, because here I have created the n value as 2, 5. So 2, 5 means 0 to 2, 2 to 5 and 5 on 1. Just look at here, 3 slices, 0 to 2, 2 to 5 and 5 colon, and axis is the remain same as 1, that is the vertically. So 0 to 2, just the last output you have to pay attention how this is coming. Zero to 1, it was 2, 5. So 0 to 2, the next one is 2 to 5, and the third splitting is 5, the last one, till the last one. So it will be 0, 1, 6, 7, 12, 13, 18, 19. In that way the first array slicing. The second array slicing is 2 to 5. This is the thing, 2 to 5 starting from here till the end one here, and array 5, 11, 17, 23 is coming because it is the 5 colon, the third slices. So in this way we will do the splitting using the split function. So we have seen 3 things, 3 split function, that is V split, H split and only simple splits. So in this way you will do the splitting in 1D array as well as in 2D array. So next we will see the rest of the topic. I think that in the next class we will be able to complete the first chapter. Till then, bye. Thank you.